Hi, first graders. Today we're going to talk about research and begin an insect research project. Readers and writers often do research on a nonfiction topic that interests them. Research is looking up interesting facts about a topic. How do I research? What does that mean? What does it look like? Well, the first thing you need to do is to read the nonfiction text that you're choosing all the way through one time. This helps you gain a basic understanding of whatever it is you're doing your research on. After you've read your text through one time, you can go back to the text and jot down any facts that are interesting to you. What you jot down is your research. You can do research on a book, from an article or a short passage, from articles that you find on the internet or a newspaper or a magazine. Any nonfiction text can help you do research. We will be researching insects on Pebble Go. We will turn our research into a mini poster about our insect. We'll talk more about the poster next week. Today, we're just going to focus on our research, the interesting facts that we're going to jot down. I'm going to be doing my research on the insect mosquitoes. This is an insect that I would like to learn more about, so I'm going to do my research all about mosquitoes. You can choose any other insect on Pebble Go that you want. Just don't choose mosquitoes because that's what I'm going to do. When you get to Pebble Go, you'll be able to look for the insect section by going to Animals, and then scrolling down, clicking on Insects and Spiders, and then clicking on Insects. Once you get to the insect page, you'll see tons of options for what you can do your research on. You can research ants, different kinds of butterflies, cicadas, fireflies, dragonflies, crickets, ladybugs, grasshoppers, moths, millipedes, and so many other insects. Choose any of these insects that you want. Just don't choose mosquitoes because remember, that's my topic. I'm going to go ahead and click on the mosquito article, read it through one time, and then go back and jot down some interesting things that I learn about mosquitoes. Okay. I'll start with the very first tab, which is called Body. I think I'm going to learn about the mosquito's body in this section. Mosquitoes are tiny insects. They have long, thin legs. They fly with buzzing wings. Mosquitoes can be gray, brown, or black. Males are usually smaller than females. Next, I'll go on to the habitat section. Mosquitoes live in warm areas around the world. They also live near water. Mosquitoes hide in tall grasses, weeds, and bushes. Now I'll read about what mosquitoes eat in the food section. Male mosquitoes drink nectar from plants. Female mosquitoes drink blood from animals and people. A female drinks blood using a proboscis that looks like a needle. Next, I'll talk about the mosquito's life cycle. Mosquitoes go through metamorphosis. Females lay eggs in water. The eggs hatch into larvae. The larvae turn into pupa. Most adult mosquitoes live a few weeks. And there's some fun facts at the end. A mosquito's wings beat more than 150 times per second. Larvae are called wigglers. Pupa are called tumblers. Mosquitoes can fly for miles at a time. Okay, well now that I finished reading my article, I can tell you already that I learned a ton of new information about mosquitoes that I did not learn before. So now, I'm going to go back to my fact finder slide right here. Here's my topic at the top, mosquitoes, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty boxes for me to jot down 5 interesting facts that I learned from my article. Well, the first interesting fact that I learned was that mosquitoes live in warm areas and near water. That's a pretty important thing to know about mosquitoes. Another interesting fact that I learned is that male mosquitoes drink plant nectar, but female mosquitoes drink blood from animals and people. I thought that was really interesting because I didn't know that the mosquitoes that bite you in the summertime are just the female mosquitoes. The male mosquitoes don't bite you, so that was something I didn't know before. My third interesting fact is that adult mosquitoes only live a few weeks. Another interesting fact that I didn't know. My fourth fact is that a mosquito's wings beat more than 150 times per second. That was interesting to me because that Sounds super duper fast. My last fact is that mosquitoes can fly for many miles at a time. I didn't know that either, and all of these facts, all 5, were interesting to me, and I want to use all 5 of these facts in my project, my mini poster that I'll create next week. For your assignment today, you need to choose the insect you want to research on Pebble Go. Any insect you want, remember, except mosquitoes. That's my topic. Then, research and jot down 4 or 5 interesting facts about your insect. You can use the slide, just like I did, or you can use the Fact Finder worksheet right here. If you use the Fact Finder worksheet, put your insect name in the star and your facts in the boxes. You can also just jot these facts down on your own piece of paper if that's easier. Remember to keep your research safe. If you use the slide, make sure you save it somewhere in your computer. If you use a piece of paper or the worksheet, keep it in a safe place because you'll need those facts next week when you finish your project. I can't wait to read all about the interesting things you learn about these insects, first graders. Toodaloo!